Let me show you guys how you can install your own Apple CarPlay and Android Auto system for your VF Commodore. Now this system is not completely plug and play. You do need to tap into some of the wires that I'll be showing you throughout the install. Now the installation is quite simple. It doesn't need a lot of expertise in car. As long as you're comfortable taking apart the dash and doing some of the wiring, you'll be good to go. It's a very nice system. It gives you wireless Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, retains your EDI and original MyLink if you've got that, steering wheel controls, factory reverse camera, everything continues to work as it does at the minute. So without any further delay, let's get started into another episode of DIY Made Easy. Now the first part you want to remove is this trim around here along the dash. In order to remove that, they're only held in by clips, so you can go ahead and use a pry tool, pry it out clip by clip from left all the way to the right, and this whole section will come out, revealing another plug behind, and then we'll move on to removing the center part. Now with these two trims out from the dash, the next part is removing these two 7mm screws. There's only one plug behind here that's holding the climate panel in place, so you can go ahead and undo that, put this panel to the side. The next part is removing these two side trims. You can just get your fingers behind and pull them straight out and they will pop out. Alright, so the next part is removing this top fascia. In order to do that, there's another two 7mm here, so go ahead and undo those two 7mm and this whole fascia panel will come out. Remember, the screen is not going to come out with this, only the fascia panel will come out, and then we can go ahead and remove the radio and the screen. Now the easiest way to remove this fascia panel out is to get your pry tool, a thin one and a solid one, just along this line, and it will pop these clips out, and then you can just slide it outwards and undo all the clips behind. And when you're pulling it out, you'll find these three plugs behind, so only three plugs to undo. This will sit on the side. The next part is removing the radio itself. Now to remove the original MyLink radio, there's two 7mm on the left, two on the right. Put some microfiber around here, slide this out and undo all the plugs behind. Behind the original MyLink radio, you'll find these 6 plugs that you have to undo. They're all just held in by clips. You can push on all of them and just pull them out. They will all come out separate, releasing your MyLink radio. You can keep this to the side, and for next part, we'll be removing this cigarette lighter here in order to have our unit powered in. Now what I like to do is push it from the inside. I find it easier like that. The other thing we're going to be removing is the side trim at the end on the passenger side. That way we can run our module, run our cabling and all of that through into this section. So let's go ahead and push the cigarette lighter out and this panel out. Now with our system, you're getting these two modules, the wiring harness to connect the two modules together, as well as to connect them to the original MyLink radio, and the HDMI cable that is also linked in between the module 1 and module 2, and some display cables. Now what I'm going to do in the next part is do all the wiring here and show you where everything is connected, what wires are spliced into which part, and how you can run the wires to a nice and neat spot. So this right here is a main power harness that's going to go into the back of the radio. The second one is a T harness that's going to go into the CAN plug into the module number 1. From there, the other plug is a power harness. Now that one you have to run the black and red wire here, right where the cigarette lighter was, and tap the red one into the purple side of the cigarette lighter here. Tap the red one into the purple wire of the cigarette lighter here, as well as tap the black one into the black one. That's the power ground for your system. Now from there, you've got two display cables. So one of them is going to go into the factory blue plug here, go back into our module. The second one is going to connect into module as well. That's the display back out from the module. That's going to go back in here into the original radio. Apart from that, you're going to connect the two modules together using this plug and the main power harness for the new module right here. Alright, so what I've done here at this point is mock everything up just to test the CarPlay system. As you can see, it's all working. I haven't paired up my phone yet. Now to go in and out of CarPlay, just hold on the top left corner of the screen. It will take you inside CarPlay, outside CarPlay. Go back into MyLink by pressing and holding here on this side here. Now you can be connected to your factory Bluetooth and the whole system will work through your factory stereo, or if you got any aftermarket stereo, it will continue to work with that aftermarket stereo. Now you do have to do this calibration here. This will allow for the screen to have the best responsiveness. Once you calibrate it, you don't have to do it every time. It's only a one-time process. After this point, I'm going to go ahead and tidy all of this part up, run my USB into the glove box, mount everything from here inside there, put the panel back on, tape up everything, all the loose wire, all the connections, all of that, make it all nice and neat, something like this, and then tuck it all away. All the stuff we don't need. And once that is done, we can go ahead and start reassembling the dash. The radio is going to go in first, then the top screen part, then the climate control, then the trims around, as well as the bottom panel here will go on. And after that, we're pretty much done. We're going to show you how to pair up your phone, how to set it up, and that would be the end of the video. Alright, so as you can see now, we're in Apple CarPlay. It's full screen Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, fully touch screen. You don't need to have your phone plugged in. Apart from that, you still get to retain your original EDI system, your CD player, DVD player, Bluetooth, all of that. Everything with your steering wheel controls will continue to work, and you can be in Apple CarPlay and go into reverse, and your reverse camera will come on, go back into drive, back into CarPlay. Really nice system, guys. Now, if you guys got any questions, leave a comment down below in the comment section, and I'll try to answer as many as I can. And if you guys want to get this exact kit, log on to www.westernautocustoms.com.au, or just simply send out an inquiry form on info@westernautocustoms.com.au if you're unsure about what system you want to get for your car. Everything has been put back together, and that's going to be it for us in this install. We'll see you in the next episode of DIY Made Easy. Peace.